Shalom. This is to all Israelite groups and all Israelite communities and all breakoffs from One West and breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs from breakoffs. No matter what rainbow uniform you wear, red, white, purple and white, all white, it don't matter. You should all treat the Isupk like your weird, misunderstood Sabbaths. You shouldn't do anything until you counsel with the Isupk. We'll tell you when and what to eat. We'll tell you who to marry. We'll tell you who to have sex with and how. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your wives. We'll tell you how to resolve conflicts with your kids, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, your friends, everybody. We'll tell you when and how to pray. We'll tell you how to direct your life in a way that's pleasing to the Most High God of Israel and our Black King Yahushua, a.k.a. Jesus Christ. We will be to you instead of a God. Just like the Most High told Moses in Exodus 4:16 that Aaron would be to him instead of a mouth and he would be to Aaron instead of a God, that's what we'll do for you. It is what you all need because none of you know what the fuck you are doing. I pray you understand. Shalom.
Ooh, 27 Club.
All right, gang, let's really nail it this time. Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this Isupk had nothing, we on fellowship. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this Isupk had nothing, we on fellowship. Florida Lee's on my top, this a Saints hat. This the third camp he been in, he a J-Cat. Niggas tryna steal the sauce, yeah, I hate that. But I ain't make the rules, I can't change that. New bottle, new wine, yeah, I can't crack. Look, flag on the plate, they grabbing face masks. Niggas always saving hoes where your cape at. The only killer that you know without no face tag. Hell yeah, my bitch bad, Proverbs 31. Yeah, this is not a drill, I be 30'd up. Yeah, about to crack the sky, you better hurry up. It's all bad when you see us hang that jersey up. It's mad brick, I got the blick with my cover on. He a fed, he a op, got his cover blown. Look, I'm really outside without no skelly on. It's One West, bitch, I'm on with my brothers on. He got ranked, then he left, he broke another oath. I got the play, we about to take another zone. They was sleeping on the team, now they comatose. Left his brother out to dry, guess he wanna fold. Put the oil on his head, that's another soul. I try to tell you we a pro, don't do this shit at home. She ain't happy, left her man, she a 304. He try to justify that shit, he broke the penal code. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this Isupk had nothing, we on fellowship. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this Isupk had nothing, we on fellowship. Gotta watch these niggas, they be cointel. LeBron ain't never killed nobody, but I know he will. It's on me everywhere I go, yeah, that's the holy seal. My niggas itching when it's up, you better not touch a chair. Ooh, I'm with the extra, that's off the back. He ain't loyal to his brothers, how you follow that? She either working with her hands or she off her bag. Broke bitches, yeah, they down there give me heart attacks. You see that banner from my head, I'm a part of that. These niggas cowards, pussies, we don't want no parts in that. They let our warrior out of prison, he ain't going back. Ain't no be speaking on the truth, cause we with all of that. Look, before they started dissing, they was fans first. You will never catch me digging in no man purse. Really put my brick in, that's why my hands hurt. And don't be speaking bullshit that make my head hurt. Look, I done burn my fingers from the Michael Drake. But for the brotherhood, I done threw my life away. I never see him, tell them come on from their hiding place. We can't do it, we told them we gon' find a way. They rather march 1,000 deep, we rather feed the people. They wouldn't put on all black, now you reading Hebrew. UPK the standard. If you speak on Hebrews, don't think they solid. Get with them niggas just gon' leave you. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this UPK ain't nothing, we on fellowship. Been in this shit for some years, I ain't never left. Nigga try to save his life like he's scared of death. I got Hellstar on my body, bitch, I'm heaven sent. Hey, this UPK ain't nothing, we on fellowship.
I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. Hey, play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. Tell me we don't live in hell. My brother doing 55 in that cell. Nigga claiming he your round here spit shell. Same nigga you put on to hit the stand and tell. How the fuck you turn your back on a nigga that love you? Treat your kids like my kids, treat you like a brother. I told my dog, let's leave the streets to serve the most high. He said, fuck that shit, he trying to sell another pie. His daddy killed him, put him in the trunk, set him on fire. His wife was pregnant, he ain't never get to see his child. Had me thinking to myself, what happened if I die? Look my babies in the eyes, I gotta stay alive. I put my ego on the shelf and my pride to the side. I'm with some niggas who gon' step and got God on their side. Got in the Isupk, they keep asking me why. As I do the work of the Lord, I gotta stay alive. Face the east, pray alive. I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
You ever pump a pack with a snake by your side? Yes, I see did. A man reach out to God before he died? Yes, I did. I know the Lord forgive us for these sins, but I'm starting to think the kingdom of heaven is for these kids. I told my daughter, there's one man in your bed, I won't stand for left. Put my son, I hit your head on that fragile legs. I lost some niggas to that dope, I lost niggas to the feds. Remember Jono try to stick me for the G's on that bread, yeah, I was thugging with Lucky and that nigga left me for dead. Endured to the end cause I listened to what was said. Mother told me she loved me when she was sick up in the bed. I was running them streets but the truth made me a man. Shit I don't really speak cause she'll never understand. That's why I ain't even tell her about these voices in my head. I'm still trying to manage my anger like Uncle Craig.
I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
Fake love, real hate.
One West.
But we set apart, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. Oh, you can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. Fuck a fake friend, show is over, close the curtain. Told you that they loved you, laughed at you when you was hurting. One thing about that UPK, this brotherhood for certain. Dress you up in all black, urge you up to put that work in. Same niggas that was on the block putting that work in. Abandon that lifestyle, cause now I know my purpose. Coming from a place where a black man life is worthless. 400 plus years, yeah, living out them curses. I blame the so-called leaders in the churches. Was supposed to save our soul, instead they led us to the hearses. Backstabbed and betrayed by the people you would die for. Your family ain't family, so-called friends switch sides on you. Crack and take a knee on your neck, whisper and die, boy. So I stay strapped with the Capri, that's the firearm. Gotta watch your back, you know them demons out here lurking. If I don't know shit, then I know one thing for certain. Look, they hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. They hate you when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking
I
with
say
you.
fuck the fake love and disloyal behavior. Brotherhood is a weapon, but bitch niggas is contagious. Hating your elevation instead of hitting the pavement. Watching your every move and never get motivation. Situation of friendships get way with adversity. And these days, just a little bit of your kindness a luxury. I'd rather you keep your distance than be a fuck nigga too close to me. Prefer to fuck with fear nigga than house nigga with notes on me, get a shirt off my back. For devoted niggas with loyalty, I notice the lack of devoted niggas that's trustworthy. If you ain't in all black, ranked up, I give two fucks for free. Death before dishonor is a must. It ain't no choice for me. I'm bred different. Was never one to digest bullshit. I'm fed different. Fuck all the information out of pulpits. I'm led different. Been taught to follow a code. Israel law, statutes, commandments, freely given, never sold, nigga. Chill.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you.
Get started. Shalom, shalom. Lord Christ, can y'all hear me?
Khan, yeah, I can hear you. Shalom. Y'all about to my trouble.
30 piece, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, Salagi for the delay, you know what I'm saying? Hella yo, what's going on?
All right, I know I'm live. I'm live on TikTok. Yeah,
Okay,
I went live.
This is gonna be short, man. You know what I'm saying? We damn at the bottom of the hour. So I just got a few scriptures for the brothers and sisters that came to get these, to get this truth. You know what I mean? First, could I get the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1? Anybody?
Baruch 4 and 1. I could get it for you.
The water.
Baruch 4 and 1. Hey, and that's a lot. I don't know if you go. Well, I probably could have go in and check. Oh no sweat. I see it. I see it, my bad. I thought it was saying the Brotherhood class, but let me change this banner to the bottom.
Oh yeah, no, this is the law class.
Yeah, let me see.
All right.
I can't
Bro,
read.
you able to read? You gonna help me read?
Oh, yeah, I got it. I can read. We're changing this to the law class. So you say the book of Baruch,
That's
chapter
correct.
4, verse 1. Let me see.
That's correct.
The book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endureth forever.
All right. This what we reading tonight is the book of the commandment of God and the law. Never let anybody tell you that the law is done away with. If the law is done away with, then these books are done away with. That means that we should throw these in the trash. We should never read them again. Why? Because these are the commandments. These books are the commandments and the law of the Most High. You understand? That's something you have to understand about what we're reading. If you could drop that and give me Matthew 5, verse 17. You
The book of
understand?
Matthew,
Mm-hmm.
chapter 5 and verse 17. All right. It said, think not that I am come to destroy the law.
Christ did not come to destroy these books. What we're reading is the commandments and the law of God. Christ said himself, he did not come to destroy the law. Read.
Or the prophets.
Or the prophets. Understand? He didn't come to destroy the prophets. Everything that those prophets saw in the Old Testament, everything that they wrote down, Christ is not coming to just disannul that. You understand? He came. Why did he come? Go ahead.
I am not come to destroy, but to
Mhm.
fulfill.
He didn't come to destroy these laws. He came to fulfill them. You understand? He came to keep the laws and show us how to keep these laws. The law of God is brotherhood. That is the title of this class. You understand? The law is brotherhood. Christ came to show us how to have brotherhood by keeping the law. Go ahead.
There no such. Verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass,
Mm-hmm.
one jot or one tittle shall no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled.
See, the Christian church will have you believe that the law is going to be done away with when all is fulfilled. But guess what? Everything has not been fulfilled. They think that Christ dying, or it's like Christ being unalive, F1, on the cross, means that all has been fulfilled. Well, you know what has not been fulfilled? You haven't kept the law. Christ kept the law. You think it's all done now because Christ kept the law? Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-damn do. Christ kept the law. What the hell does that mean for everybody else? Because one man came and perfectly kept the law, that means everything is fulfilled now? You have to keep the law. That's what hasn't been fulfilled. There's prophecies written in the Old Testament that haven't been fulfilled. You understand? The kingdom has to come before all is fulfilled. So you telling me that the law is done away right now? Best believe even when the kingdom comes, there will still be a law. There will still be a law. There will still be, thou shalt not do this, thou shalt not do that. Thou shalt keep the Sabbath day holy. Go ahead, sir.
What you bringing out is heavy because the Christian church don't even keep the laws and tell you all the laws are fulfilled. Like they still eating pork. You know, the law that you ain't supposed to eat that swine, you still committing adultery. It's a law that you ain't supposed to commit adultery.
It's a law that you're supposed to love your brother like Christ loved the church. You still don't love your own goddamn people.
Right.
You got it.
That's right. You understand? These are all laws. So should we just not love each other anymore? I mean, since all is fulfilled and we don't got to keep the law, should we just hate everybody? Why do Christians love to tell us that you gotta love? A good Christian loves. You gotta love people if you want to be a good Christian. Why do Christian churches teach us that we have to love the oppressor if the law is done away with? You know what I mean? They like to justify loving the oppressor by being a good Christian. You know what I mean? They think that that it's in the law to love the oppressor. So that's why they have to do it. Because you're not a good Christian if you don't love thy neighbor. Right? Because that's what Christ told us to do. Christ told us to keep the law, and apparently one of those laws is to love thy neighbor. But if the law is done away with, then why are we loving the oppressor? Why love him? Huh?
If I can too. You know it's a law against being LGBT RSG. You know it's a law being a goddamn whore. There's laws against that. But the Christian church say Christ fulfilled all the laws. Now you can do what you want. That's why you got to run around being LGSTR and being whores when there's laws against that. Ain't no such thing as that was the old laws. The law is the law. Like the brother just brought out. Until the earth pass away. The earth's still here. You can walk outside on earth. You can walk outside, see the sun, the moon, the stars, everything. You're still on earth. You got it.
That's right. The sun ain't go nowhere, and it never will. The earth ain't go nowhere. Christ, the Most High said that these ordinances are forever. The sun and the moon are going to last forever. The earth endureth forever. We have that somewhere? You understand? The earth endureth forever, which means the sun or the stars and the earth are not going anywhere. The sun, the moon, none of those things are going anywhere. The earth is not in. The world is not ending like how they say it is in the movies, where the earth blows up, or it's an alien invasion and the world just blows up. You know what I'm saying? That's not happening. What's going to happen is the people that in charge that are controlling this world, meaning age of society, the people that are controlling this government, this global government, you understand? This one world order, this new world order, if you would, the people in charge right now are the ones that are going to be displaced, destroyed, unalived. And then it'll be the end of the world as you know it. It'll be the end of clocking in and out of work if you're a Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, or BLK, Hispanic, or Native Indian. You understand? It'll be the end of being strung up from a tree until you're unalived, and then being told that it was a self-unaliving. You understand? It'll be the end of that world. It'll be the end of being what makes this country great, and then being told we got to make the country great again by putting BLKs back in slavery, by putting the Mexicans back in, plantations, and calling them, all type of inflammatory things like grapists. It'll be the end of that world, and it'll be the beginning of a new world. It'll be the beginning of the world that God wants for the world, for the people. I mean, and that's a glorious day. That is the gospel. By definition, the good news. The good news is, my American people, is that one day you will no longer have to be under oppressors like Donald Trump. That day is coming. If you really want a glorious day, I have some good news for you. The end of the oppressor ruling is the end of you suffering. And that's the beginning of BLK, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians ruling the earth. That's the beginning of that. Go ahead, sir.
If I can to it, and what's crazy is Christianity tell you the laws are done away with. They done away with. The Most High laws done away with. But you follow the laws of your oppressor. You don't get pulled over by the police and tell them I don't have to follow those laws. It's done away. Right. You don't go to court and tell the judge, oh no, them laws that you trying to charge me with what I did wrong, they done away.
Mm-hmm.
You say the Most High laws is done away. That's how much Christianity then screwed your mind up. Well, you have served one master and not the other. You're not serving the Most High. You got it.
And those laws was written so long ago. Those laws is old school now. The American law, the Constitution, and all those amendments, that's old. Why we still keep that's done away with? You get what I'm saying? Like, why are we keeping those laws, but yet the laws of God mean nothing? You don't keep none of God's laws, but you'll stop at a traffic light. You understand? You'll put your seatbelt on because they say click it a ticket. You'll go into a store and you'll make sure you got money to pay for whatever you want out of there, because you know you'll go to jail if you take it without paying for it. You understand? Well, if that law is still existing, if you can handle, listen, and here's what's crazy. The law that it's talking about, when it says that the old law or the law, or we're no longer under law, is someone coming to enforce that law and punish you for breaking the law. That's what was, taken out. Right now, we're not under that law. We're under grace, right? I agree with you Christians there. We are under grace. That grace is mercy from the Lord, that we don't get punished for all of the sins that we committed, which we deserve to be punished for. We're under that grace, but you perfectly fine with being under the oppressor's law. You perfectly fine with being enforced by oppressors. You're fine with keeping those laws as long as you don't run a red light. You don't have to worry about the 12 getting behind you. As soon as they do, you get that, you know what I'm saying, your heart skip a beat, and you get the rumbles in your stomach. You understand? You start getting nervous. You start looking around and acting different. You know what I'm saying? It's hell. In an instance, you go through hell as soon as you see them flashing red and blue lights. But you perfectly fine with being under that law, Christians. You see, what you have to realize is that you've been manipulated by your Christian leaders. They manipulated you into believing that these laws are not to be kept anymore, because they ain't nothing but the oppressor's pet. They're the oppressor's do boys. And they told you, yeah, you don't got to keep the law no more. But you wonder why we in this hell and why we suffering the way we suffering. Why we're under these oppressors in the first damn place. You wonder why. And we've been under them for 400 years and nothing is changing. Nothing's getting better. You would think that if we have all this faith, Christianity is so true, and we got all this faith, all your grandmother and her grandmother and the grandmothers before them was all Christians. They all went to church faithfully every Sunday and prayed to little pale Jesus. You understand? Got down on their knees and said, Jesus, 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 1,001 times. You understand? You would think that we would start getting some blessings coming down as a nation. I mean, we all Christians. We all Christians until up until about 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Within the last 10 years, I've seen a lot of black people go into being a Muslim. You understand? Which I don't even want to see what that rock got in the store for you Negroes, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you Negroes ended up in prison. You're going back to prison because you worshiping a rock. So now you surrounded by nothing but rock and steel. You understand? Cement. You want to worship rock so much, now you're surrounded by rocks and steel. You understand? A lot of you Muslims. So I don't see how we making any progress in the Christian church. Maybe somebody needs to wake up and realize that God is not in the Christian church. And God is not in the Muslim mosque. And God is definitely not in the Catholic church where they touching on little babies. You understand? Where they touching all over them little boys, them choir boys. It's definitely not over there. And definitely not in the Jewish synagogues where the rabbi is putting his mouth on the baby peen. You understand? It's not, God ain't over there. I'll tell you what God is at. God is right here in the Isupk. How do I know? I seen him. When I see Officer Madabar, I see God. When I see Officer Nakawan, I see God. Why am I saying that? Now y'all think I'm an old. Y'all think I'm brainwashed and hypnotized and I'm in a cult. Why am I saying that? Christ said the same thing, man. Christ said, when you see me, you see the Father. Why? Because Christ did the will of the Father. So when I see my brothers and they doing the will of the Father, I see the Most High. If I'm doing the will of the Most High, I pray you see the Most High in me. Christians love to say, it's God in me. I got God in me. Well, if you got God in you, then why the hell you ain't doing what God would want you to do? How the hell you got God in you, but you eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster? I thought God hated pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. So you got God in you, but you just ignoring everything that God hates. This sounds like,
if I can.
Sound like schizophrenia. Go ahead, other one.
And like you brought out earlier with them Christians, they always talk about they not under the law. What that is in Paul when he say you're not under the law.
Romans, I believe.
That wasn't talking about the law don't exist. It was talking about you not under the law because Paul didn't break the laws. Paul followed the laws. You don't have no one right here to punish you for breaking the law. As long as you keeping the commandments, you are not under the laws. You're not breaking the laws or going against the laws.
If I could.
You got it.
My bad, not to cut you off.
No, you got it.
Could I get Romans chapter 6 and 1? Off the side, if you could. We about to get out of here in about 15 minutes. Off the side, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Why? If you have time, could you give me Romans 6 and 1?
Romans 6 and 1. Hey, look at y'all do. Hey, little mute up. I'm gonna get back with you right quick. You say Romans 6 and 1?
Yeah.
The book of Romans, chapter 6, verse 1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound?
All right. Should we continue in sin that grace may abound? We are under grace. But let's see what Paul says, man. Paul is asking, should we continue to sin? What is sin? You know what I'm saying? For the sake of time, I'll tell you.
You want me to get it? I was dead, no.
Okay. You want to get it real quick?
All right. This is 1 John chapter 3, verse 4. Whosoever committed sin transgresseth also the law.
Most High Christ. Quick with it. The water, sir. Whoever commits sin transgresseth the law. Meaning the only way to sin is to transgress the law. Why? Read on.
For sin is the transgression of the law.
Because sin is the transgression of the law. The only way to sin The only way to be a sinner is to break the law. This is what it means to transgress the law. You understand? Why is sin even being used in the New Testament if the law was done away with?
It's like you. I don't know if it's
I think he buffering out.
oh he buffering. All right, he buffering right now. Yeah, so just for YouTube, so I could continue. So sin is the transgression of the law. You know what I'm saying? That's so whoso committed sin, transgressed also the law. So how you know you sin if you're breaking the laws of God. You don't have to get on your knees and just say, God, forgive me for all my sins. That's how I was taught in church. In Christianity, I didn't know what I was asking God forgive me for, because sin was anything. Anything was sin. We didn't know exactly what was sin. Matter of fact, we were eating pork and say, Lord, bless this food in Jesus' name. And then after a brother go drink a beer or something, and then he gonna say, Lord, forgive me from drinking. But he ain't gonna ask God to forgive him from eating that pork. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know what sin is. Sin is the transgression of the laws of the Most High God. So like you bang out to that.
Yeah.
Right.
Con,
If I can,
like it. Go ahead, Officer Motherboy.
if I can too, and
So,
if
brother,
you saying the laws are done away with, you know, Salakia. If you saying the laws are done away with, and then you go and pray for the sins that you done, what is the sins that you done? Because the sins is breaking the laws, and you praying to be forgiven for something that's in the laws, and you saying the laws are done away with. You sinning because you praying to be forgiven because you committed adultery.
Right.
And Christians always say don't commit adultery, and that's a law. But you say the law is done away with. Like they so confused, they don't understand what they be saying.
Mm-hmm. And if I may,
Salaki, you got it.
No, Salaki, not to cut you off though, but if I could, you know what I'm saying? they always say, you know what I'm saying, whenever you hear about them preachers getting into like them scandals, you know what I'm saying, with they done slept with some man's wife or slept with a man, and they tell their whole congregation, oh, we all fall short of the glory. Well, what you falling short of? If it ain't no standard, you know what I'm saying? If it ain't nothing to hold yourself to, then how are you falling short of something? Right? Like if there's no law that says you cannot commit adultery, then you don't have to feel guilty about it. You're not falling short of nothing because it ain't no law that says you can't commit adultery. You can do whatever you want to do. What you mean you fall short? According to you, you do not fall short. You are perfect. You're perfect because there's no law to keep. You're not a sinner because there's no law to keep. The only way to sin is to transgress the law. You know what I mean? But that's all I want to say. You can read the rest of that off to your side.
Yeah. So, all right. You want me to go back to John 3 and 4?
Come on.
1 John chapter 3, verse 4. Whosoever committed sin, transgressed also the law. Mm-hmm. For sin is the transgression of the law.
Right. Now you can jump back to Romans. You know what I'm saying? So
Romans
the only way
6.
you can say it again?
Oh no, I was saying Romans chapter 6.
Yes. So the only way that you can sin is by breaking the law of God, right? So there should not even be Paul shouldn't even be using the word sin if God's law doesn't exist anymore. But let's go back to Romans 6 and let's get some clarification. Go ahead, brother.
Romans chapter 6, verse 1. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin
Right.
that grace
Shall
may
we
abound?
continue? What he's saying is, shall we continue to break the law that grace may abound? Go ahead.
Verse 2. God forbid.
Hell no.
Damn right.
Hell no, we are not to break God's law
Right.
because we are under grace. You want to say something, out of one?
Exactly. Like, also, too, the scriptures say the only thing you won't be forgiven for is blasphemy against the Most High.
Mm.
You know what blasphemy is? Lying on the Most High. When you tell a goddamn lie, talking about God love everybody, God gonna save everybody, that's a lie against the Most High. Now you're lying on the Most High because He never said that, and the scriptures tell you that you're lying on the Most High. And did you realize you won't be forgiven for that? All the other sins you did, you got grace. But when you lie on the Most High, you're not forgiven for that. You got it.
Yeah, that's heavy, out of one. Yeah, you're not forgiven for that. That's unforgivable. You lying. You telling a lie on what God said, and you know it's like you. First of all, you're not gonna win, but it's like you taking advantage of God because He doesn't speak audibly like how I'm speaking before you today. The Most High speaks through men like myself, men like Officer Madabal, Officer Nakawan, Officer Yasad, Officer Rawam, you know what I'm saying, Yakuwan, all these brothers, all the men in the ISUPK. The Lord speaks through us. He gave us His word. How else can the Most High speak but through His word? You understand? But you take advantage of that because He not here like a father is here to tell you, get your shit together or I'm gonna F you up. You understand? A father is not physically in your, you know what I'm saying? It's not physically here to say, look, you messing up, I'm about to get you right. You know what I'm saying? So the Most High sends men to do that for him. And you take advantage of it. Like you so slick. You Christians, well, y'all real slick. That's why y'all always dripping. You gotta dab yourself. You gotta dab yourself with your napkin all the damn time because you're real slick, like oil. You greasy bastards, man. You understand? So you think you can get away with it because the Most High ain't speaking audibly to tell you that He gonna F you up. But that's what we got the Bible for. And you know what you do? You oh, close the book. Close the book, and now it's nothing. And now you speak. Now you say whatever you feel like saying. And what you said also, Madabar, about them and that alternative lifestyle, that's why they want the law to be done away with. That's why they teach that it's done away with so that they can go on being part of that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? It's because you have you have your own desires, and they do not align with what the Most High wants. You want to eat that shrimp. You want to crack open that snow crab leg and dip it in the butter and slurp it all down your throat. That's you want to do that. You want to wake up in the morning smelling bacon sizzling. You understand? You want to go and have sex with this is what women like. You Christian women, you real disgusting. You like to sleep around with this nigga, that nigga, this nigga, that nigga, until you either find the one penis that you like the most, or until you tired of jumping penis to penis. So now it's time to find that one penis that you'll settle for, because you tired. You done had all your fun. You done did all type of disgusting things with every nigga you know in the 20-mile radius. Now it's time to settle down. Yeah, you love that the Christian church teaches that the law is done away with, so you don't have to hold yourself accountable to keeping the law. You don't want to have to hold yourself accountable. You women hate accountability. That's a fact. So now you can just sleep around and have every man's penis in your mouth and in every hole of your body. Even women, even you want to have the box too. You want to have the penis in the box. You understand? And have no consequences for it. Because you're under grace. Grace only lasts so long. If I could, let's get Matthew. Did you read verse 19 in Matthew?
You say Matthew 9. Wait. Hey, Java, mute up real quick. We back on YouTube.
We almost done, TikTok.
No sweat.
We almost done.
You say Matthew 19 and what?
No, Matthew 5. Did you read verse 19?
So this is I stop on verse 18. This is verse 19. Matthew chapter 5, verse 19. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments.
Listen, man. Now that we know what sin is, now that we know that we have to keep the law and we're not just covered by grace, God forbid we just break the law because we have grace. Now, let's see what we have to hold ourselves accountable to. If you break even the least commandment, go ahead.
And shall teach men so.
Mm-hmm. And like it. Let me handle that one real quick. And you teaching men so. Meaning you're teaching men that it's okay to break the law too. You breaking the least commandment, it might be just, you might eat some shrimp. You know what I mean? You just threw some shrimp on the barbecue. It ain't hurting nobody. You know what I mean? It's just for me. I ain't even cooking it for everybody. It's just for me. But you went and cooked that shrimp and you scarfed it on down. And then now you got kids. You got kids watching you that see you eating that shrimp. Guess what? Just by them seeing you doing it, you're teaching them that it's okay. Just by your kids seeing you smoke that weed, you're showing them that it's okay. When your daughters see you bringing 3 different men in the house every week, and they hear them loud noises in mommy's room, you're teaching them that what you're doing is okay.
Right.
You're teaching them that it's okay to sin. You don't even have to open your mouth to teach. Your actions are teaching them. You're teaching the people you're around that what you're doing is fine.
Hey, Salakia.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't the scripture where Paul said, "Ye are my epistles, known and read of all men." And Christ even said, "Ye are the light of the world." You know what I'm saying? So, what you said is right spot on. You got it.
That's right. Most High Christ the water for that.
You understand?
You ought to be a light to the world. What you do is affecting others around you. So your actions have to be of what the Most High wants. Just like I love the story in 2nd Maccabees where it talks about I always forget the brother's name. He got a rough name to remember, but it's man.
You can paraphrase?
Yeah. So the brother, he was told to eat pork. And,
talking about that elderly brother.
Yep. Brother, he had high stature. He was one of the elders of his people, and they looked up to him. You know what I'm saying? So anything he did, they followed, basically. So they knew that if the Romans or the oppressors at that time knew that if they could get a chief man like him to eat pork, other people would see him doing that and say, all right, well then shoot, I guess if it keeps me alive, I guess I'll eat that pork. And that's exactly what you Christians did today. To this day, you eat pork and you break the laws and you say it's okay to break the law. I got to do it to survive. You pass a law that say, they got one line where they say if it's the last thing on earth, you ain't gonna eat. They'll ask you if you starving, there ain't nothing else around to eat but a pig. Is you gonna eat that pig or is you gonna starve to death? You think God wants you to starve? If God only sent me a pig and I'm about to starve to death, he must want me to die. That's like F1. He must want me to be unalive. He must have sent me out here to be unalive. Otherwise, he would make manna fall from the sky. Go ahead.
Right. or no, and then with that man you're talking about, and then after they told him don't even eat the pork, just appear to eat it. Wanted to give him some clean food, but for the people to think he's eating pork to follow. And I thought about that First Thessalonians 5:22. It say abstain from all appearance of evil.
That's right. Because what did he do also?
Blend in. Right. He said lie.
Yeah. He even turned that down. He wouldn't even eat the lawful. He could have went and got a steak. He could have went and got some steak or some shredded beef or whatever and ate that. But the thing is, it would appear evil.
Right.
The people that he is in charge of, the people he's over, he's an elder to, would look at him and say, they wouldn't know that he went and got some, lawful meat. All they know is the oppressor told him to eat swine, and he was seen eating some type of meat. Who knows if it was swine or not? That's not the point. They told him to go eat swine, and he was eating some type of meat. So when they put it together, he was eating swine. So now he appears evil. And what they think is, okay, well, if he can do it to survive, because they were threatening to take his life. They said, eat this or we're going to take your life. He ate it so that he would survive. So now his disciples, so to speak, are now looking at it like, oh, well, dang, okay, well, it's okay to break God's laws as long as it's for the survival. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's for survival, it's okay to break God's laws. And that's what you Christian pastors have done today. You have sinned and taught men so. You taught other men too that it's okay to sin as well. You understand? So, let me get this last scripture. It's about the time to go. Give me Matthew 22:39, Baba Kusha.
Hey, my bad, Itazab. What you were saying? Where you at?
No, you all good. Just we're gonna drop that and get Matthew 22:39.
No sweat. The book of Matthew, chapter 22 and verse 39. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Oh, give me 30. Give me 38. Baba Kusha. Select.
No sweat. The book of Matthew, chapter 22, verse 38. This is the first and great commandment.
This is Christ speaking, man. And he's telling you what the two commandments are. You understand? I know you Christians are about to have a field day today. Go ahead.
Verse 39. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Right. So what was the first one?
Oh, the first one would be in 37, Salaki.
Oh, okay.
Verse 37. There's Matthew chapter 22, verse 37. Jesus said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind.
Right. That is the first great commandment, because what did God tell us in the beginning? You shall have no God before me. Right. You understand? You should have no other God before me. And the second one is what? You could drop down to 39.
Salakia.
Salakia, go ahead, Alawan.
Nah, Salakia. What also the Most High say? If you love me, you will keep my commandments.
That's correct.
He didn't say the commandments was done away with. Mm-hmm. If you love me, you will keep my commandments. You got it, Itazab.
Mm-hmm. That's correct. Go ahead, Isupk.
Verse 39. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Why is the second like unto it? Because if you do what God says, like Awesome Marbar said, if you keep his commandments, you understand, you will be showing your brother brotherhood.
Right.
You will be treating him like you would want to be treated. Because you're not going to sleep with his wife. You're not going to steal from him. You're not going to lie to him and bear false. You're not going to false accuse him. You understand? You're going to leave his children alone. You're not going to touch none of his children in a sexual manner. You understand? You're not going to What's another one? You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna break the laws against your brother. Go ahead, sir.
It's like you're not gonna unalive your brother if you love him.
Facts. You're not gonna unalive your brother. You understand?
You're not gonna sell drugs to him.
If you keep
you're not gonna have usury.
Right.
You got it.
Right. So if you just start with that first one, love God with all your heart, mind, and soul, you understand, you'll be keeping the second one too. Because the laws of God keep you from treating your brother anything other than righteous. All right. And with that, that's the class, man. Salakia is so short. I hope y'all enjoyed it. The water for tuning in. The water to you, Officer Madabar. The water to you as well, Officer Yasad. All right, Yahweh Bashim Yashar Brakathum to all of y'all, to all you brothers. And Yahweh Shemala Thumb Bashim Yashar to all you sisters. All right. That, man, class dismissed. The water again for tuning in.
Right. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe.
And 1 second, the water, y'all. And the ones on YouTube, y'all can come over to TikTok to Isupk the boot. We live and popping. We've been on TikTok since 11 after 7. Oh, sorry, try the water.